I'm so glad you asked that because I feel that we're called later than we would like. So generally I find people are meeting with their architect and they're about to go in for permit. And then they decide, let's get a designer on board now because we're going to start building. Ideally, we'd like to be on the team at least. By the time you're done your second revision with the architect, that's when we'd like to be coming in, because as great as architects are, and there's still room for always improvement on these plans. And because we have more experience, especially with furniture and scale, we tend to do a review of the space. And I find that the family rooms are sometimes 2 feet too small.
Right.
Same thing with the kitchen or the closets. And almost always the back patio isn't large enough to do a nice seating for a sectional layout with the outdoor fireplace. So, and it's little, those are bigger things, but there's also little things. We notice that the doors are too close to the edge of the wall. So then they're going to end up with their door casing being cut in half. That doesn't look great. So if we can get on early right before permit, I find that's the ideal stage to be called.
Right. And I couldn't agree more with you, at least listening for a lot of my clients. Like I worked with a lot of clients where, let's say I sold them the lot and then they go into designing their house. And especially if it's their first house, there's so many things where after they take me through the build product, which is beautiful, they're like, well, I wish I knew things like this. I wish I knew things that the door could have been there, or maybe a window didn't have to be on this wall because now I can't put my bed frame there, or things like that. It's more to do with functionality, which until you're walking through the space, you probably can't pick up on. And I would trust that that's where you come in early on, not at the stage of construction, but early on. And it would totally prevent them from overspending and the added stress.
Exactly. There's a lot of little changes like that, like door positions that get changed, even door hinging, and all these little things can add up. But once we do the furniture plan, we're pre-planning, we're suggesting plywood reinforcement for where TVs are going to be hung. You know, architects have a lot to do and a lot to think about, and it's impossible for anyone to think of everything. It's very collaborative. So I like getting involved from the earlier stage.